All right. So now, guys, as I said before, I'm obligated not only to do a movie review for you, but also a cartoon review, scene by scene by scene by scene breakdown. I was supposed to do this yesterday. I was actually in the middle of it, but that's when I got attacked by the follow bot, so I had to cut off. But we're gonna go ahead and start from the beginning, chat. We're gonna do Spider-Man Episode 7, the '90s animated series, Kraven the Hunter. That's the episode's name. And it's as simple as that. There's really no creativity to the story. It's like, what are they going to do with Kraven the Hunter? Anything cool? No. Because this episode opens and we're already in the moment. And Kraven the Hunter, he's just attacking this woman whose name I already fucking forgot about. God damn it. Dr. Crawford, chat. Her name is Dr. Crawford. We don't know why. Oh goddamn, everybody else Felicia Hardy. That's crazy. That's nuts, that. Maria Crawford. We got Kraven the Hunter, and he's attacking Dr. Crawford in her office at Empire State University, and he's just throwing shit around. It's kind of like a domestic dispute, chat, because she's like, no, don't touch me. What's wrong with you? Why are you doing it? Kraven's like, shut up, woman. Just help me. And it's like, no, this is not appropriate. This is definitely before the hashtag #MeToo movement, chat. And Kraven, he is like, I'm a man, I could do whatever the hell I want. I'm going to treat you the way I want to treat you, Mariah Crawford. And so Mariah's like, no, you won't. Get away from me. She wants nothing to do with it, chat. And you can already tell, it's like, because we're just already jumping in the episode. There's like no context for what's happening. It's like, what? Jesus, okay. Domestic dispute in Spider-Man, sure. You know, I mean, the comics have dealt with stuff like that in the past. No doubt about it. But just to see an animated cartoon, except it's in a man in a fucking leotard with cheetah print pants and a fucking luscious mane of lion hair, it's a little off-putting. It's a little weird, but we'll go with it for now. And while this domestic dispute is happening in this office chat, we just see good old Peter Parker. He's just walking in. He's just walking in the school. He's like, man, if I can just get this interview right, I'm going to be A-okay. I'm going to go see Dr. Mariah Crawford. Oh, Peter, you poor son of a bitch. And if I get this research assistant job, I could put myself through the rest of school. I can pay off some of my student debt. I can help Aunt May out with the bills. Like, everything will be okay if I get this job. And he goes up there, chatting. He opens the door. It's like, there's a fucking crazed lunatic in a leotard attacking this poor woman. What's going on here? And Kraven's like, get the fuck out. And he just throws the desk at Peter and shuts the door. And Peter's like, no, my job opportunity, no. Why? He's like, oh, Dr. Crawford, it can't always be about me. Great power comes great responsibility, yada, yada, yada. Dr. Crawford, are you okay? She's like, help me. He's like, God damn it. And so he runs out there, chat. And Kraven, he's already picked up Mariah Crawford. He's climbing up the fire escape, chat, onto the roof. And then who's there to meet him, chat? It's Spider-Man. And Spider-Man's like, Spider-Man, how the hell did you get here? And they start wrestling, chat. And we get, I think at this point, it gets much worse throughout the episode, but one of probably the worst fight sequences so far in the animated series, because all of it, chat, is just Spider-Man holding Kraven from behind, or now it's kind of crazy, chat, stay with me now, Kraven holding Spider-Man from behind. That's the extent of the fight. It's them just kind of grappling and wrestling with each other and occasionally throwing each other. That's about it. And there's a lot of cutaways to, like, you hear like a punch or a kick, and it's Crawford going, oh, it's like, but it's so lame. Again, you could tell that this must have been one of the latter episodes that was animated when they had run out of money after they did the alien costume arc, the 3-episode arc, and the Hobgoblin arc, where that's where all the animation budget went to. And this one's like, fuck, we don't know what to do here. So you just got to cut away, and it's just got to be told in reaction shots and exposition, a ton of fucking exposition, and it won't be fun at all. And so it cuts to the point when Spider-Man, he has Chad, he fucking hugs him, and Kraven's like, don't hug me, and he's like, I'll be back for you, Mariah, I'll be back for you, Spider-Man, and he fucking kicks himself off, and this is dumb, Chad, because Spider-Man is literally holding Kraven over a precipice, like it's the edge of the building. It's like Spider-Man's like, I can see down, and Kraven pushes himself off, and he drops, and I guess Spider-Man kind of like, I got pushed back a little bit, and like not a second later, looks over the edge, Kraven's fucking gone. It's like, wait a minute, how is he? We're on top of a very large building, and he's just gone. Spider-Man's like, oh, that fucker got away. It's very quick. Listen, I know he's infused with the abilities of animals and shit, but he can't be gone. All right? It's New York City at night, sure, but it's very bright. They have all the lights out there, okay? It's very colorful cartoon. I call bullshit. And Spider-Man, again, he calls bullshit. He's like, what the fuck just happened? Did this man just vanish like the goddamn Predator? Ah, chat. Convenient. And she's like, oh, that was Kraven. He's been after me for months. And he's like, what's going on? It's like, I'll tell you everything, but I need to continue my research. And it's like, don't worry, I'll let you continue your research. We got to get you to a safe location. Spider-Man, he goes swinging off with Dr. Crawford, chat. He takes her to a secure location. She's like, where the hell are we? He's like, don't worry about it. This person, he's not coming back for a while. His apartment, his house is unoccupied. You'll be fine. Mr. Pancake, thanks so much for the 11 biddies. Appreciate it. You've been very generous tonight, my man. Thank you. Oh, man. He definitely took notes on the Batman, no question. And so he's like, don't worry, this person's gone for the rest of the week. You can hide out here for now. Now tell me, who is this Kraven? She goes, well, his real name was Sergei Kravenov. He was we get the full backstory, chat, all the exposition. He was a part of a Russian aristocracy. He had all this money, and he went to Africa and became a big game hunter. But then all the countries in Africa outlawed big game hunting, so he stuck around there as a guide. I came there to do some research into, and it's such a generic thing. It's a cure for everything. That's all it is. You get all the animal abilities and all of your wounds are cured. It's the cure for everything, chat. I went to Africa for the cure for everything. One of my professor, he went fucking nuts. He went goddamn Marlon Brando, Apocalypse Now out there. And I just came out there to find him. And Sergey, he was helping me out trying to find my professor. And eventually Sergey and I, we fell in love. We started smooching, having the hot sex and the African heat, chat. And the hot African nights. Can you feel the love tonight? That should have started fucking playing the episode, chat. Anyway, and so she said, one day, I fucking found my professor, and he is literally the Tiger King. You just fucking see him walk out of the jungle, except he's actually, competent, unlike the real life Tiger King. And he's just surrounded, he's just part of the patch, he's the dominant, pack leader, the pride leader. He's got this fucking luscious mane of red, I don't know what the guy's name is, shit doesn't matter. Luscious mane of red hair, these green animal eyes, and he's at fucking rippling pectorals and muscles, chat. I mean, veiny and everything. And then you start to realize, oh my god, he's been fucking all these lions. There's bestiality in Spider-Man, chat, because there are no other male lions in the Pride. Only female lions. It's like, my god. He went full Colonel Kurtz, chat, and he's fucking lions too. And she goes, why the fuck you fucking lions? He goes, it was the cure for everything. It was the catalyst. It was the key. It was fucking, so I have all the, chat, I don't know what it is. I think it's literally his magic spunk. He's like, you just drink this shit, you'll be okay. And don't come back for me! I'm gonna live out here with my lions! And he just disappears in the jungle. He's like, don't come for me again. And he just goes back in the jungle, chat. He's just fucking those lions. Can you feel the love tonight? He can. And she's like, wow, this is convenient. And so she's like, thanks. And she goes back to her little laboratory, chat. What happens? Or I think she goes back to her laboratory, and I think one day she went out for something to collect some, I don't know, flowers and shit for the magic spunk. Because the guy says, listen, so my magic spunk's super powerful, but it's not ready yet. Okay, if you give this to an ordinary person, all they'll want to do is fuck lions all day. You need some additional ingredients. Do we know what those additional ingredients are, chat? No. We're never told throughout the episode. But I guess it was these flowers she found. She goes out there to find these goddamn flowers to counteract the spunk of the lion fucking. And she's come upon, what do you think? What do you guess, chat? Fucking lions. But it's all male lions. And she goes, shit, Sergey, help me. And Sergey's like, I'll save you, my beloved. He runs out there, chat. And he literally just begins fucking, again, hugging and or throwing lions. Much like the same way he was fighting Spider-Man at the beginning of the episode. And these things obviously are mauling him. That's what lions do. They claw you, chat. They go for the fucking neck or your stomach and rip your shit out. That's what they do. But of course, this is an animated show. It's for kids. They don't show that. And so Sergey, he fucking beats the shit out of all these lions. They run off. And they come back to Sergey. Not a mark on him. Totally fine. But then he goes, oh, my head. And he falls over. And Maria Crawford's like, but he was heavily injured from his battle. Are you sure? He just seems like he has a little bit of a headache. I think it was just some of that African heat beating down on him was fighting. He's got a little bit of a heat stroke. I think he'll be fine. She's like, no. He needs the magic spunk of my professor. Special flowers be damned. He's got to drink this shit. And so she comes over. She fucking feeds him. Bottle feeds him the magic spunk. She's like, woo! Who wants to fuck a lion? She goes, this might backfire. And then, shall we just get the whole montage of him running out there? He's as fast as a zebra. He's as strong as a, a lion, chat. He's got the agility of a gorilla. He's got everything. And he fucks lions, too. But then he just started acting weird. I mean, the lion fucking was already weird to begin with. But then he just started hunting gazelle. He started wearing, like skin tight, leopard leotards. He wore, like, a lion's mane. Weird, kinky shit. And she's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And so she left. I came back here to New York City, and I've just been working on a cure. And ever since, Spider-Man's like, can we go back to the fact that your teacher used to fuck lions? Can we? She's like, no, I gotta work in this cure. He's like, all right, this is a lot for me to take in. You stay here. This guy's not gonna come back for you. But she's like, Kraven could totally track me. And he's like, what, he can smell me? He's like, yes, he can smell me. Spider-Man's like, you know what you're talking about, crazy lady. I'll be back tomorrow. And then Peter, he goes ahead, he swings off, chat. He swings off. And then later that night, chat, much like Maria Crawford said, Kraven, he can track shit. He finds some of Spider-Man's web, and he goes, oh yeah, he went that way. And he just fucking follows Mariah Crawford to this house, chat. She's like, oh shit. And she hears something. She hears like a door rattling. It's like someone's about to come in. She goes, oh shit. And she leaves the house or something. And who walks into the front door, chat? It's Robbie Robertson. This is Robbie Robertson's house. But Peter said that the person who lived here is not coming home for another week. So maybe Peter didn't know about what's happening. And so Robbie is like, what the? All right, well, he goes over to his phone. He hits the message, and we find out why. J. Jonah Jameson is like, Robbie, I know you're on vacation right now, but I need you to cover this story for me. You gotta cover the mayor's speech or some shit. I was gonna put Parker on it, but he's unavailable. Peter Parker, such a lazy prick, chat. And so Robbie, he's gotta go. He's like, don't worry about it, Jonah. I'll head over there right now. But then, chat, he hears some knocking. He's like, who could that be at this time of night? He opens the door. It's fucking Kraven the Hunter. And he just goes on top of Robbie, and he throws him, chat. He hugs him and then throws him, as his Kraven's moveset dictates in this episode. And Robbie's like, what the fuck is happening? And Kraven's like, where is she? It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Where is who? I live here alone. Although Robbie's married in the later seasons, but apparently his wife's not here, or his kids. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. I guess he got married later on. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, nah, Kraven's like, I smell her, motherfucker. She's been here. And he finds a piece of paper that Mariah Crawford was working on. He sees all her notes, and he's like, this is her. I see her name and shit right here. He's like, I don't know what's happening. He's like, oh, I'll tell you my backstory. It all started with the spunk of her professor. Robbie's like, I'm very confused. Then, chat, we cut to Peter Parker. He's just waking up in bed, and what does he smell, chat? Those fucking wheat cakes. Goddamn Aunt May, she's making some wheat cakes downstairs. Peter, he goes down there, and she goes, oh, Peter, I'm so glad you're going to the fucking model. What's a gala? It's like one of the runway shows or whatever for dresses and shit. It's the gala. I don't know what the hell it's called. With Mary Jane, she's modeling off that leopard print dress. Oh, it's scandalous, Peter. The vapors. I can't go. It's too hot for me. And Peter's like, I'm happy to go in your stead, Aunt May. And take the wheat cakes. She starts filling him with wheat cakes. Chet, and he heads out there. He's all dressed up. He's all dolled up. Chet, he's got his the gala. Thank you, Feed Man. Captain, thanks so much for the 30 biddies. Thunderly Crane, he just loves throwing things, man. That's his thing. That is, chat, watch the episode. That's all he does. He hugs things and throws things. That's it. And so Peter, he's all dolled up. He goes to the gala chat, the gala, if you will. And again, he goes in Mary Jane's dressing room, and she's wearing that leopard print and everything. And she's like, oh, Peter, Tiger, you're here. And she's all like smooching on him, but not really. Because Peter, he's like, I don't know what I want in my life. Do I want Mary Jane Wasser and do I want Felicia Hardy? Both of them, even though they hate him every other episode, they always come back to him, chat. They always come back to him. And she's like, Peter, you know, after the gala, let's just go ahead and ditch the after party, and we could just go out and get some dinner together. I want to be alone with you, Mr. Parker. He's like, okay, that sounds great. And so then, chat, Peter, he goes out into the big old auditorium, you know, standing room only, and he sees Mary Jane. She is just strutting her stuff. It is skin fucking tight. And we saw, chat, in many an early episode, that I think it was a Mysterio. I believe it was the Mysterio episode where she was just working out the entire time. She's like, this is like a 90s animated show, and they were showing off every single curve, chat, when she was working. I was like, wow. And they're doing the same here. Peter's like, hell yes, Parker luck be damned. I am going to have some of that tonight. But no, chat, behind him, who does he see? Fucking Felicia Hardy. And she has just wrapped her arms around him. She's like, how you doing, Parker? And he's like, oh, Felicia, how are you doing? She's like, why are you here? Well, I'm just here to see. I don't give a shit. You, me, after party, upstairs, 5 fucking minutes. And Peter's like, well, I'm going out. It's like 5 minutes, Peter. He's like, okay. He's like, again, Peter, pick either one, okay? Is it going to be Felicia Hardy or Mary Jane? Be honest with him. Some people say, it's Spider-Man's bad. Like, no, it's Peter. It's like he has to make a declarative decision, Chad. He doesn't do that enough, okay? That's why he has the luck that he has. He brings it upon himself, chat. It's not always Spider-Man's fault. I mean, this part's going to be Spider-Man's fault. Because then who fucking arrives at the gala? And it's fucking Kraven. And he's hugging Peter. as I said before. He's like, Peter. No. He infiltrates the gala, chat, because he smells Spider-Man. But he's like, I know. And he gets up there on the stage, chat. He fucking kicks. He doesn't kick Mary Jane. He grabs her and throws her, chat, out of the way. Hugs her, throw. He gets the microphone, and he's like, Spider-Man, I know you're here. I know that you have... Did he kidnap Maria? No, not yet. He doesn't kidnap Maria Crawford yet. No, not yet. He's like, I know you're out here. I have your friend, Robbie Robertson. Bring me Mariah, or I will kill him at midnight. And Peter's like, shit. I got to get out there and fight Kraven. And so... he leaves, chat. Fucking Felicia Hardy, Mary Jane see him leaving. They're like, God damn it, Peter. What are you doing? We both want to have sex with you. What is this? But it's, again, chat, brings him on himself. He wasn't honest. And so he runs out there. Kraven's about to escape, but then Spider-Man comes up. Kraven's like, and they just start hugging and throwing each other, chat. It's a battle between hugs and throws. And then they're up on the rooftop. And Kraven's like, I have your friend. Bring me Mariah, or I'll kill Robbie Robertson. And again, the exact same way, chat. They're above a fucking precipice, right the side of the building. Kraven kicks off. Oh, no, it's not that. It's like Spider-Man's holding on to Kraven's arm, I think, and Kraven drops, and I guess Spider-Man... It's not even... It's like it happens at the same moment, because Kraven drops, Spider-Man looks over, and he's just fucking gone. It's like, that can't work. How does that happen? What kind of powers... Does Kraven know how to teleport now? Is that a new ability? It doesn't matter. So, you know, Spider-Man's like, fuck, okay, I gotta go find Mariah Crawford. So he goes there, chat. She goes, Spider-Man, I found the additional ingredients for my Professor Spunk. If we just give it to Kraven, he'll be cured of all of his abilities. He won't go crazy anymore. And Spider-Man's like, fucking golden, let's go. So he web swings her over there. Meanwhile, Kraven is kind of like torturing Robbie and shit. He's like, yeah, I'm going to feed you to these lions as soon as I'm done fucking them. Robbie's like forced to watch this. So Robbie's got the PTSD at this point, chat. It's not looking good for Robbie. But then Spider-Man, he arrives. He sees Robbie all tied up. And he's like, Kraven, we have the cure. We can help you out. Kraven's is gone completely nuts. She's like, nah, fuck this. I just want my love, my Mariah. And so they start battling, chat. At one point, Mariah gets in danger, and they're all trapped in like a lion's cage. And Spider-Man's like, you gotta save Mariah at one point. Kraven's like, oh no. And so Kraven, he goes in there to fight the lions, chat. Spider-Man sees Robbie. Robbie's like, what the fuck is happening? All right, I got attacked by a crazy man in a leopard print leotard, and he's been fucking these lions all day. What the hell's going on? And so Man's like, I'm sorry, I put you in danger. I'm really sorry about that. And so they swing away. Kraven, he fights these lions, chat. What is he doing, chat? Hugging, and throwing them. And he hugs and throws them. And he gets out of the cage, chat, not a scratch on him. He's like, oh, I got the vapors. He falls over. Mariah's like, he's been horrifically injured. But to save his life, I have the cure. She pours that cure in his mouth, chat. And he's like, I don't want to fuck lions anymore. Yay, Kraven, he's free of his affliction, chat. Mariah and him, they hug and they start smooching. Spider-Man's going around. And then that beautiful Robbie's like, get me the fuck out of here. I'm so confused. And then, chat, Mariah and Kraven, they go back to Africa to live out their life until they eventually come back for the arc where Spider-Man becomes Man-Spider. And when Kraven teams up with the Punisher and, chat, hugs the Punisher and throws him. And that's the episode. That is Kraven the Hunter. A Spider-Man animated series, episode 7. Ingenuity. Did you feel like singing happy birthday to my kid? She's fine. Of course. Ingenuity. Happy birthday, Ingenuity's daughter. Happy birthday to you and many more. I'm so sorry she listened to the Lion fucking story. Is that good? Oh, is that okay? Yay! Here's to your daughter, man. Oh, man. Whoo! There you go, chat. That was my review. Hope you enjoyed it. And a little bit of it may have exaggerated a few parts. Chap. I think it was worth it. Zodiac, my childhood ruined. Yep, that's the next arc, chat. It's the alien costume. It's where they spend all the money this season on the alien costume season. She didn't hear, but thanks, dude. She smiled. Yay! I'm happy. It put a smile on her face. I'm so happy. I'm glad. I'm sorry that you heard possibly other things, but no, that's so sweet, man. No, happy birthday to your daughter. Hope she's doing great. Hope she had a very fun day. Absolutely. Think, man, Chris, you forgot it's a person from Cats. Oh, that's true. I did. Spider-Man, he's filled the one-liners. Is that the Kraven the Hunter? Or is that a person from Cats? Or where the fuck it was? Yeah, I did forget that line. My apologies, chat.